Hi, I'm Dorinda from Primordial Door Tarot, and I'm here to do a Leo reading today for April the 4th to April the 7th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and that's Dorinda YouTube. Please spell my name right. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you. For Leo, please. On this beautiful sunny day, which we appreciate after a snowstorm last week. All right. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some cards for Leo, please? For Leo. Well, right away, a couple fell out. All right. Oof. Wow. Okay, Leo. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we got the Knight of Discs. All right, Leo. This is the man. This is the man with the plan. Okay, this is about material resources. He's coming in. He's looking for his queen. He's looking for his queen. He wants to build his enterprise, his new home, whatever, new business. He rides that Shire horse, which is steady, solid, slow-moving, steady energy. That horse is perfect, and that knight knows it, and he carries that shield of creativity there. He wants to create something new, whether it be a new love, a new business, a new living situation, something tangible in the world, has to do with material resources and wealth. He's ready to build. He's looking for the fertile valley to build it. And he's coming in. He's the man with the plan. He's the architect. He's the engineer. He's the planner. And if he can't do it, he knows who can. All right? And this is one awesome energy, Leo. It's beautiful. Creating. Starting new. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, Leo, you got some great cards here. Your present situation, Major Arcana. You got the Chariot card. All right, well, you've obviously made some decision in your life. Wheels of intention have been set, your armor's on and your visor down, and you're not telling anybody anything. You've made some major decision in your life about love or work or where you're going to live, stuff like that, major things. And you're moving forward. You've already made the decision, you've gotten in that chariot, and you are moving forward with a plan. And you're doing the right thing, and you're not telling anybody, because they always want to trip you up or knock you or whatever. You're not giving them the chance because you know better. All right, Leo, that's fantastic. Wow, Leo, your challenge is another Major Arcana. We got the Fool card. All right, well, the universe is asking you to take that leap of faith. Go down the path that is not there. It forms as you go. So you got to trust in the process and be a little crazy, because there is no path there. But you don't care. You know it'll form as you go. And it's about creativity. This little center here where all creativity coalesces. And you want to do something new, and you're on your way. Wow, Leo. Your present situation and your challenge. Wow, that's amazing. You've made a decision. You know you're going down that non-path. Who cares you got your armor on? Look at that. That's your challenge, to do it. Drive that chariot. Drive her fast. Go down the path that not many people are going to go down. They're afraid. But you're not afraid. That's your challenge, just to get on with it and jump. Jump. Whatever. So below position, you got Moon in Aquarius, Seven of Swords, futility. Okay, you want to get away from this. You feel like you've been on a hamster wheel, doing the same thing every day, over and over, and getting nowhere. It's all right if you're getting somewhere, but you're not getting anywhere on certain things. Okay, and it could be a love situation, it could be a job situation, it could be a living situation. Maybe you go to work and the same thing over and over, and you feel futile, and you feel like you're on a hamster wheel, and then you get your paycheck and it sucks, and then you're back on the wheel. Ugh, you want to get off that shit, right? Okay, bye-bye. You're not doing that anymore. You're going to take the leap of faith and get in the chariot and go. Okay, and then go build something new. Absolutely. Oh, in your past position, which could be yesterday, last week, or a year ago, we have Moon in Libra, Two of Swords, peace. All right, well, there's no fighting or squabbling right now, maybe, perhaps, okay? And, you know, you're sitting back and you're being smart about things. You know, you're waiting till the time is absolutely perfect to make your move. You're in that chariot, but, you know, you're waiting till the perfect time. And that's the way to be, you know. And when the timing is absolutely perfect, you're going to strike. And that's fantastic. Okay, your future card is Jupiter in Libra, Four of Swords, truce. So that's no more fighting, peace and truce. Okay, if there was arguing or, you know, you weren't getting along with some people in your life, that's over now. Okay? You're already revving up the chariot. Out of here. And this card here signifies that there's some things in your life you gotta release. And it could be thought patterns and belief systems, but it always comes back to that. Because they control your life. Really. Because you'll always adhere to them, right? You'll always adhere to them. And they might be something that you were taught growing up, like the way your parents lived or things like that, a belief system. You know, and maybe they weren't getting it right, you know, but then yet that's all you saw growing up. So you formed your life after what you saw, and that was a messed up situation, maybe, perhaps. So there's things you gotta release. And you know, change your beliefs. Well, you know, a belief's only a thought you've been thinking. And you can change the thought you're thinking. All right? And you can change your beliefs. And then you free yourself up. You free yourself up for all the good things in life to come in. Okay, Leo? It's kind of inner work, you know. You know, if you keep doing it that way, it's not going to work. So you can change it. That's beautiful. Okay, Leo. Your near future. You have major arcana. You got the fortune card. Okay, well, that wheel constantly turns. And it's your turn now, climbing up to the top of that wheel, keeping your eyes on those stars. And the universe is telling you can have anything you want, Leo. Look at these, what you got. Already, 3 major arcana. Universe is telling you can have anything you want. Take that leap of faith, get in that chariot, and go and get it. Just go and get it, Leo. It's waiting for you. Okay? It is waiting for you. You can have anything you want. That's what the universe is here to tell you. Just hold the vibration of the thing, the person, the situation that you want. Hold that vibration. Get that thought in your mind. Hold the vibration. And it's an attraction-based universe. And like attracts like. And you don't have to do anything. It will come to you. All right? Leo, you can have anything you want. It's your time to be at the top of that wheel now. And you know it. Okay, Leo. Set the bar high. The thing you thought you could never have, you can have. Just go after it, Leo. You're doing it anyways. Okay, internally, you got the Prince of Swords, Leo. Well, he's highly intelligent. He rules communication. He, of course, is looking for his princess. He's looking to build his enterprise, a new situation. But he rules communication and speaking and saying the right words at the right time and saying them in the right way. He's highly intelligent. And I think this guy here, he's so intelligent, like doing the computer work and all things like that. He knows all that stuff. He's super great at all that. Okay, so I think he's here. I think this might be you, Leo. I think this might be you in this reading. You know, highly intelligent. Your mind is so sharp. You know how to say things. You don't need his help. You know, you already know. I think this is you in this reading. This is internally. You're really thinking some great things, Leo. You're thinking some great things to get these 3 major arcana vibrations underway. I think that's you. You're already doing all this. You know. Okay? And that's internally. You're thinking like that. Like the Prince of Swords. And that's fantastic, Leo. You're on your way. In your environment, you have Venus and Virgo, 9 of Discs gain. Okay, well, this is material resources, wealth coming into your life. You know, after a lot of work, a lot of hard work, it's showing up in your environment now. Actual spending money. Money in the bank. Direct deposit. Right? Some nice gain is coming into your life, Leo. Help put gas in that chariot. All right, that's fantastic, Leo. You can have anything you want. All right, your hopes and fears. We have Mars in Capricorn, 3 of Discs work. All right, well, this is not your 9 to 5 work. This is something this is your sole purpose in life. All right? Work that calls to you, speaks to your soul. All right, and it's, you know, this is what you're meant to do, what you're really meant to do, Leo. All right? So you can control what you do in life and then do something that you absolutely love. And like I say, if you absolutely love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Every day's fun. You get up and you have fun doing it. And life's great. And this is what's calling you. This is what's coming for you. That's where you're headed in that chariot. And that's beautiful. But you know it. You know it anyway. All right? You're highly intelligent and you know. Beautiful work. You can change it up and do it different ways. Modify. Do it this way, do it that way. You're in control. Nobody's in control of you. And that's a beautiful kind of work, Leo. Beautiful. I love it. The final card in the outcome of this reading, Leo. You have another major arcana. You have the art card, alchemy. All right, well, you figured out what you want in life. And you're putting it all in that pot, you know, where you want to live, how you want to live, what do you want for love, what do you want for work, what do you want for work, how you want it, and you've got that all in your mind, and you're putting it all in that cauldron, and you're stirring it up, and you're creating a new fabulous life, that there's no limit to anything, absolutely no limit. You can control all of it. And look at that. That's a fabulous card to end this beautiful reading. Look at the major arcana cards you have here for you, Leo. This is amazing. I shuffled the heck out of them. Look at these cards. Take the leap of faith. Get in that chariot, go. You can have anything you want. And you create it. You create it yourself. Okay? And everybody can do this. Just watch Leo. All right, Leo, what an awesome reading. I'd like to conclude with an animal spirit card. Can I have a card for Leo, please? Wow, that's a mind blower. Beautiful cards, Leo. Do we have a card for Leo, please? I'm going to cut the deck. Dove spirit. Be peace, Leo. Yeah, you know, you got peace and you got truce. Peace and truce. Be peace, Leo. Yeah, you don't want it. The fighting and the arguing's over and all that. You want to be peaceful. Look at that. You know, how does that happen? But it happens. All right? Be peace. Yeah, you know, you don't want to be revengeful or anything like that. You just want everything to be peace now and moving forward in that chariot. And you don't, you know, leave the past behind and don't be concerned about that anymore. And just head off in peace, Leo. What a beautiful reading. Wow. I enjoyed this reading. I hope you did. And I'll catch you next time.